first time we saw Tiger and Jerryk upset in any kind of fashion. It almost happened in the 1v1 side with Vortex, but not quite. We are going to be seeing now, though, before that happens, Tiger and Jerryk going up against Dream and Holox with the map bans right now. Going to Shipwreck Falls, we're seeing a lot of that today.
Now, Holox and Dream did face Tiger and Jerryk just a few weeks ago in Steel Series, and I'm looking at the score right now, and it was Tiger and Jerryk going up 3-1 over Holox and Dream. Now we're seeing the same character picks coming in from Holox and Dream, and the same character picks coming in from Tiger and Jerryk. Hoping this Bryn and this Sidra might have something to figure out against this Tiger Nash. His Nash is so good.
It's really, really crispy. It honestly is just beautiful. Excuse me, is beautiful. And Tiger making his way back to stage now. He's already gotten a ton of damage off. Jerryk trying to make the glow box blasters work right now. Getting caught by the neutral light there, getting thrown off into the left side by Dream. But a nice little disruption there from the unarmed kit. The side stick coming out, looking for a little pickup on the signature moves. The side airs coming out as well. And Tiger getting the scoop on the wrong target, almost sending Jerryk off the top. And the down stick coming very close as well, going a little reckless with the attacks, almost connecting them onto Jerryk, missing him by pixels. And now making his way back, this slide charge, the dash slide down Sig coming from Dream, taking Jerryk out and making the stocks even. 3-2 to 3-2 is going to make things a little bit interesting here. Whoever finds this first KO is going to have the advantage. And Dream, not for long. The side stick coming out from Jerryk, getting the quick revenge clapback is going to give him just enough time to equalize those stocks even further. Holox now putting the blue team at a disadvantage, being so damaged right now.
Now, they are going pretty even so far here on Shipwreck, but I'm just still worried about the juggle opportunities from Tiger and Jerryk when they have double hammers. I'm worried anytime I see any blue team member in the air. You know those juggles are coming. Hammer does it all the time. I don't want to take Tiger to this stage.
I honestly don't think I would take Tiger to any stage. I'm kind of afraid of him because he's kind of a monster. Jerryk having a good time too over on the left side, getting a pretty solid recovery or edge guard onto Dream. Dream with a nice reversal though, it's finding the KO. Getting the down air and even a follow-up recovery onto Jerryk off onto the side. Jerryk is incredibly damaged though, so he can't soak any more damage than that, getting hit by the side air, getting taken into that last stock with Dream with no stocks left in the Holox. Still surviving for just a little bit longer. Tiger is going to be losing that second stock, but Holox still sitting at the last vestiges of his last stock here in game number one. It is looking like it may just be a victory for the red team. Of course, it's not out until it is over, but that is, gonna be it. It is now over. So game number one gone. Tiger and Jerryk taking it down.
It's going to be Tiger putting out 600 damage compared to Jerryk's 398. Tiger also picking up 4 KOs that game. So still, man, I don't want to harp on Jerryk too much because the red team is still coming out on top, and I've said it a bunch of times. But still, Jerryk he's on a different page than Tiger is right now. He's in the same chapter of the same book, but he's on a different page than Tiger.
Fully agree. He is just absolutely blowing the expectations out of the water, and just really proving why he has been one of the best players, in fact, the best player for a very long time in the SEA region. Just absolutely putting on dominating performance after dominating performance, and we're going to see if he can continue that streak right here. He did have one game in the winners final where he had a little bit of difficulty, and he had been taken out first. They left Jerryk as the last stock man, but it looks like Tiger is just going to continue this streak of being just a dominant force here in the 2v2 side.
Dream is getting bullied really early on, and there is the KO. Tiger's going to pick that one up 30 seconds into the game. The blue team's best bet is to get the refrag onto Jerryk. Went for the neutral air. I guess he just build up a little bit more damage as Holox wasn't in the best spot to punish for the KO opportunity. There's a side air. It's going to hit Jerryk in the back of the head. Dream wants to finish this up. It's a neutral air facing away, getting that vertical blast, sending straight up. Holox might get the KO onto Tiger as well. He is very damaged. He's going to be maybe a little bit in the lead as Tiger's in KO percent on his first stop.
Yeah, Tiger getting knocked right out of the sky, and Jerryk almost getting taken for a ride as well off onto the left side. And Holox now trying to come in for a little bit of assistance. Jerryk trying to get a little bit of a turnaround on the Dream. Dream getting the side air. Another one coming out, but it's not going to connect. Another one coming out, going to connect on the Jerryk, but going across the stage, going coast to coast, not quite leading to a KO. Now making his way back to stage. Holox waiting in the wing for a KO attempt. Tiger just having to play a little bit of a chasing game as he is just barely caught up and finally finding the double KO here after just chasing this blue team from coast to coast as they chase down Jerryk looking for that KO. Focusing too hard. I mean, if you can find that KO very quickly, it can help out, but it seems like here taking too long cost them quite a bit, and that quite a bit turned out to be 2 stocks, which is, you know, a lot. So Dream and Holox do need to be a little careful, especially when they start tunnel visioning onto one player because they're low.
Now, speaking of tunnel vision, I'm looking at Dream right now, and it seems like his biggest focus is nailing sidelights. He has a very floaty opponent jumping high, and he just completely avoids going for any nairs. He's just patrolling the ground, wants to pick up the sidelight into the side air as his option.
Ooh, Jerryk with a nice side air himself, almost finding the KO. There's the ground pound, looking for the connection on a Dream, but that little angled space underneath the stage allowing for a little bit of movement out of the way. There's one KO on the side sig, and then the neutral sig not quite finding the KO onto Dream. The angle not quite launching direct enough into that blast zone to find the KO before that stun frame wore off. Dream still deep in the red though, very, very vulnerable, and even getting almost knocked out from his own teammates' damage, which is even so, just 75% less damage and knockback in the mix. And there's the hit from Jerryk, not going to find the KO even yet.
Dream is doing such a great job of surviving on this last stock, though. Tiger started out with a hammer, and I was worried about that coming in. I was worried about the side airs. I was worried about the nairs. Holox was able to get the KO onto Jerryk, and Dream and Holox are going to take it out as Dream gets the knockout on the left side to finish that game out. Dream's last stock when he was in the red was so solid. He played it so clean, overspaced so many of the KO options that Tiger was throwing out with his hammer, continued to do damage, even when he was taking damage from his teammate who was trying to get the possible refrag onto Tiger. Dream was still there. His mind was still in it the entire time. Even if he was sent far, he was able to recover immediately and get back into it. Dream there on the last stock was so well played.
Oh yeah, it was really just perfect movement from him to really just clean that game up. And now game number 3, set is tied. Holox and Dream tied in the set to Tiger and Jerryk. Holox now trying to make the approach here, gonna get dodged through, and Tiger playing a little bit back foot right now, just looking for a little bit of easier damage here. Dream making his way across the field is gonna get stuffed out by the hammer neutral light, and just a lot of blows being traded back and forth between everyone here. No real concise strategy from either one. It is just target switching and damage coming out wherever they can find it. It's very chaotic, a very different scene from a more collected, cohesive team that we might see try to stick together and focus on certain positioning changes.
Now we are tied 1-1 in this set here in the losers finals. An extremely important set for both of these teams. Of course, Tiger and Jerryk want the chance to go back up into the winner's side, get that rematch against Vortex and Reaper. Obviously, Tiger and Jerryk find themselves in first place a lot. Anything other than that is going to be a disappointment. But for Holox and Dream, they're looking to just add more Legends of SEA onto their list. People that they've taken out in this game. They are not as highly PR'd as the other players left in this tournament. This is going to be a big boost for them. It's going to be a big boost in money, a big boost in PR. It's going to be putting them in a really solid position as well. Of course, they want to keep that going as long as they can. Taking out Tiger and Jerryk, that would be huge.
Well, we've already seen it happen once with Vortex and Reaper the last time we saw a 2v2 tournament. If Holox and Dream are able to do it here, we might see, like you were talking about at the beginning, a little bit of the waning of the the Tiger Empire here, where he has just been so incredibly dominant in so many games. Now, of course, he did win the 1v1 side, so that side is still on lock, even though it was very close between him and Vortex. This time in the 2v2s, if they take a fall in anything other than the grand finals, it is going to be shocking.
Side stick coming in from Tiger. Another side stick coming in from Tiger. In comes the side air from Holox. Holox and Dream have the lead here. This is huge for them. Holox is only in the orange. Jerryk is red on his final stock. There's the side sig. It's from the far side of the stage, so it's not going to immediately lead to the KO. Holox is there to attempt the follow-up. Tiger rotates in to relieve the pressure. Side sigs his teammate, and he's out. It's now 3 stocks for 1 in favor of the blue team. This could put them up in the lead in this set 2-1. All it takes is 1 more victory. Got the KO onto Holox, but Dream is still in this game, still healthy as well.
Dream did a fantastic job at stalling as well, just taking that aerial space and using the horizontal movement from the side airs to stall the aerial movement there. And nice recovery from Tiger. Good side air. If you can get another one, there's a recovery that might be the KO. Almost, it would have been if Holox didn't get out into the middle of the that aerial space and get the save. Tiger really desperate for that KO. Tried to chase down and got punished incredibly hard. Dream with a little bit of a pop-up there. Side air, not going to find the KO. Holox trying to play the middle. He has barely any damage. Oh, the weapon throw actually saving him for just a little bit longer. Dash through, out of the chase dodge, is going to be coming back on the stage. The dodge, spot dodge, almost coming into the mix, but Dream just barely catching that. And the side air that was meant for Tiger is not even necessary, as Holox does, or Dream does find the KO off the top. That's going to put them ahead 2-1 in the set. Only 1 more and they will knock out Tiger and Jerryk before grand finals, which is massive.
Jerryk was taken out of that game very early on, and towards the end there, Dream almost started to lose control of that. You saw him early on, and I think it was a double D-light. It was some spear play coming out from Holox, and Dream was floating out there further because he wanted to confirm it with a cannon recovery to get like the late yellow kill or the early orange kill, but he extended so far, and Tiger almost capitalized on it, taking him out of the game completely. If it wasn't for that save from Holox, that would have been Tiger versus Holox in the 1v1. Tiger, obviously the stronger 1v1 player. We could have seen a completely different outcome if it wasn't for that recovery save by Holox.
Yeah, I think it would have been the 2v1 or the 1v1 a lot sooner, and Tiger being a monster at the 1v1s could have just absolutely reversed the situation around on him. We did see him do it in the winners finals in game number 2 against Vortex and Reaper, so it is not too far to say that he would have been able to do the same thing in this game right here against Dream and Holox. Tiger getting a nice recovery off stage, Dream not able to make his way back, and Holox not around this time for the recovery to save his teammate. And now Tiger, no weapon in hand, and Holox in the red, the deepest position, still able to find a KO as Jerryk tries to take him off on the left. The Val pick right now from Jerryk. We're going to see if this is the pick that will give Jerryk the edge that he needs. The glow box not quite having done it for him. I think there's a little bit of extra defense here on the Val pick as well, so maybe that defense is just all like the only thing that he really needs. Of course, he's still got sword and gauntlets, which neither of those weapons really translate over from the glow box pick, but hey, as long as it works, it works.
He might also be looking when he has sword in his hands. Oh, the weapon toss is going to knock him away from the edge guard against Holox. Holox is going to get back to the main platform. Big Sider going to take Jerryk off his first stock onto his second. Tiger taking a lot of punishment in this game. But if Jerryk gets a sword in his hand, which I believe will be his next weapon, yes it is, he does have the side signature right over the corner as an option. If Dream wants to be on that wall, there you go, right there, perfect example. Dream was over on the wall. Jerryk throws out the side signature, basically covering the entire thing. It was up to Holox to just completely deny that, and that was going to be tough with Tiger right now.
Tiger in his last stock right now. It is not looking pretty. This could be Tiger and Jerryk taking the loss in the losers finals, which would be devastating. And right now, Holox and Dream doing a phenomenal job of getting the damage flowing right now. Almost finding that pickup there on the side air off of Dream's neutral light. Almost finding that KO onto Jerryk. 1 stock left on Jerryk, 2 stocks left on Holox, 1 stock left on Dream. The red team really has to find a successful approach right now. Nice spot dodge from Tiger to avoid the KO, and going to reverse that around into a side stick KO off onto the right side onto Holox, evening up the stocks just a little bit, but they really have to find an advantage here. Jerryk has to live, Tiger has to live a little bit longer, and this is, this is where dreams are made or broken. Literally, because he is in the game right now, and I kind of didn't even realize that as I said that, which is really unintentional. But either way, the game is on the line, the tournament is on the line, and history could be on the line as well. Oh, the save! Huge save coming in from Holox once again!
Holox is actually clutching out in these really important moments. Dream is going to fall there, but it's so winnable for Holox. He just has to mind the signatures from Tiger. Could just go for the 2v1 team combo. Weapon toss going to go high. He's going to stay over on the wall. Unfortunately for Jerryk, he doesn't have a sword here, so he can't sword side signature over the edge.
Ooh.
Side sig!
Ooh.
Jerryk gets the side air punish. Holox getting back to the main platform. D-Light side air doesn't try to risk the double D-Light. Does have the weapon range advantage here, playing sword into Gauntlet's recovery. 1 more might do it if he picks it up that high. In comes the sword. It's the neutral signature knocking out in the corner. Jerryk clutching it out, tying up the set 2-2 in game 4. Jerryk clutched that game. Look at his damage numbers. 4 KOs, 624 damage.
630, literally taking 14 more damage than he dealt, but it didn't even matter. Taking that dub is all that mattered. So, that just means on the winning side of things, the less damage you have, the more efficient your KOs are. On the other side, you do have 716 damage done by Holox, which is absolutely bonkers. And just going to show, and I completely agree with what you said earlier, he is just absolutely going out of his mind carrying the game for them right there. And especially going off stage, going for that insanely deep recovery save onto Dream, which only worked, by the way, because he was so damaged to begin with. But we are going to be seeing game number 5 now come out. Jerryk and Tiger just barely eking out that victory there at the end of game number 4. And now it is all on the line. Both teams up for elimination contention here. Who will get gone and who will move on? Let us see right here. Game number 5 underway here on Miami Dome.
Going to the dome here, that is going to take away those tiny sidewalls. So that side signature from Jerryk's sword is not going to have quite as much luck here. It still is definitely a very strong option, but it won't be as dominant because it can't cover that entire wall. Dream, he's covering, it seems like, this entire wall here with the edge guard onto Jerryk. A lot of damage was done here. Got him into the yellow just like that. Neutral air comes in from Jerryk, but he disengages. Neutral sig coming out, gets punished by Holox with the side air.
Ooh, raw neutral sig coming out from Dream. Gonna hit Holox, and that is gonna be quite a bit of damage, and that's gonna actually lead into the double KO from Tiger. Both KOs off on the left side onto the blue team, and this is gonna give the a very staunch advantage to start this game number 5 off for Tiger and Jerryk, which is not something that Dream and Holox would like to see, considering they have been working so hard for this major upset.
Dream is going to deny the weapon, picks up a side light, misses the side air, but then hits a side air on both members of the red team, while Tiger was caught in hit stun from Jerryk. Side stick comes out from Tiger. He's used those so well on both the hammer and the spear. The side air from Holox, though, right upon landing, is going to take away the stock from Tiger, turns it around, gets the KO onto Jerryk as well. That's going to be a full wipe. They're only about maybe 200 damage total behind the red team, so not an insurmountable amount of damage as they get further into this game. Neutral sig from Jerryk is going to turn Dream red.
Holox on the approach is going to get a nice little poke there with the neutral light, neutral air, going to disrupt Jerryk just a little bit as they continuously try to collapse on Tiger. Tiger taking a huge amount of damage, and Dream trying to hold the corner there. looking for an opportunity to push Tiger off on that left side, looking for the downlight to find a KO, but that is going to be an interruption there from Jerryk coming with the assist, and now Tiger spread out just a little bit of fading Jerryk, pushing Holox onto the right, and Jerryk finding the recovery KO off on the top on the Dream is going to be a very, very nice positioning from here from Tiger and Jerryk. Now if they can only get a second stock off onto Holox, almost taking him off the top. Jerryk is going to be, Tiger is going to be falling there on the bottom. Even stock still 2-1, 2-1. Jerryk and Tiger finding that KO off on the top onto Holox. 2 stocks still left on Jerryk, just still holding on barely. The side air from the cannon is going to confirm that KO, and now it is all evened up. 1 stock left. These are all the elimination stocks they got left.
And this game is closer on their final stocks than it was on the second. Oh man, the D-Light into the Nair, in the recovery, he's picking these up all around the soft platform. One of those was probably very close to KOing. Tiger's going in deep with the unarmed grab pound. It was very highly telegraphed. Dream versus Tiger over on the left side. Dream is going to disengage. Tiger picks up a spear. Over on the left, back on the main platform. Dream, no, throws his stock away. He can't do it. This is game 5, losers final.
Oh no, and this looks like it might be a game for the red team to lose at this point. 2-1 in the set right now. Holox getting thrown off, weapon throw, gonna be dodged through recovery, gonna get the wall touch, gonna make his way back. No weapon in hand though, and getting pressured very close on the side. Wall slip coming in, getting the grounded touch, resetting that and slowing down just a little bit. Tiger looking for the stop, actually hits it, and we're just throwing them out. Didn't actually expect for that to hit, but there is the recovery. Tiger and Jerryk will be surviving and moving on after a very dangerous, very risky set here against Holox and Dream. They are going to be getting knocked out, but you got to give them kudos for the absolutely phenomenal play that they did, almost taking down Tiger and Jerryk in game number 5. But we will see Tiger and Jerryk move on and back into the grand finals to hopefully see if they can take that 2v2 champion title back from Vortex and Reaper.
You just saw it again. Dream throwing away that stock. That is so heartbreaking to see when they were almost ready to deny Tiger and Jerryk from the first place finish and from the second place finish there. Man, they were so close. That is so tough to watch. Vortex, even in chat, said a rip whenever that happened. So that's tough, man. You're seeing the bracket in front of you there. Game 5.